So, guys, today I want to talk about why you should stop sexualizing women. Now, I was in the gym and there was an attractive bird. She was kind of, I don't know if she was kind of Indian or she was maybe Caribbean, but she was kind of that kind of colored skin. She was quite attractive. She had a good body, don't get me wrong. And I wasn't very interested in her. She's not the type of girl that I wanted. She didn't have the physical attributes or anything that I wanted out of a woman. So I didn't give her that much. So I didn't show her that much interest, and that drove her crazy. She was, you know, trying to get my attention. But the thing is, I was not interested. I knew what I wanted, and I knew that she wasn't what I looked for in a woman. That might change, but at the time, I didn't want her. Whereas most guys in that situation would have been staring at this girl. They would have been looking at her arse when she bent over, or, staring at her tits, or just staring at her. And when she came over, then, you'd be staring at her, or simping for her, or stuttering your words. I just smiled and laughed. I helped her, because she was trying to get the bench. She asked if I could use a bench. I had my headphones in. I just nodded. I smiled. And she got the bench stuck on purpose to try and get me to, indulge. And I helped her out, yada, yada, yada. But I wasn't interested. Whereas most guys would have been like, oh, can I get your number? Oh, would you like to go out with me sometime? They would have been too forward. They would have been looking at her constantly, just kept, you're doing your weights, and there you go. Ooh. And it makes a woman uncomfortable. I wasn't doing that. I wasn't staring at chicks. There were a lot of chicks in the gym. You notice them, like you notice the guys around you. You know your surrounding area and the people around you. But you don't have to stare. When guys are sexualizing women, they tend to just stare at her. Stare at her reflection in the mirror when she's bending over, all that stuff. It makes a woman uncomfortable. It does. So how can you prevent this? Well, stop watching porn. I don't watch porn. I never watch porn. A lot of the guys around me do. A lot of the guys I know watch porn and they sexualize women. They're not good with ladies. That's why. Because they watch porn. They masturbate. They pedestalize women. If you pedestalize women, well, you're gonna make her uncomfortable. You're gonna think, oh, a woman? Oh. And that is one of your problems. That's setting you back when trying to attract women. So stop doing all these bad habits that are working against you. Because I didn't sexualize this girl at all. She'd a solid body. I seen her, like, she was on the floor below me, and I was just getting my weights, and I seen her, and I thought, oh, she's quite attractive. And she came up, and I saw, and I thought, hmm. And she came over. We were facing each other. I looked at her, and I smiled. I looked her in the eyes. Didn't look at her tits. I didn't look at her ass or anything like that. I was just normal. I was getting on with my day. I had goals and things that I wanted to do, and I went out and did them. I didn't let her distract me from my mission as a man. I stopped watching porn. Which made me more attractive. I don't masturbate. That makes me more attractive. Guys around me masturbate. They're not attractive. They're low testosterone. Girls can just sense that. The thing is that people don't realize is that if you give in to lust, if you give in to these bad habits, you come across as needy and weak towards a woman. She can sense if you've not got that high testosterone, that high libido that makes you a dominant male. She can sense that. So if you give in to lust, she can sense that. She can sense that you're weak, that you're not able to provide, you're not able to protect her. You, in the face of danger, will run off and leave her to fend for herself. If she can sense that weakness, obviously she's not going to be attracted to you. But when you're on semen retention or anything like that, when you're not masturbating, when you're not having sex, when you're not, I don't know, giving into lust, you are Women are more gravitated to you. Birds are more gravitated to you. I find that ever since I've stopped, women come towards me, whereas the guys that do it, do the bad habits, women go away. Women get repelled because the guy is chasing the woman because he feels that he needs to try and do something, even though he shouldn't. He should just hang back and stop staring at her arse and making her feel uncomfortable. And another point is you'll be more conscious, allowing you to stop overthinking things. I remember one time where I was at school, I was in a class, and we were standing up, and I was unconscious per se. I was overthinking. I was like, oh, what should I do? And I was just twitching, and it was fucking weird. And the girls around me were, like, oh, what the fuck? Uh, that's what happens when you're not conscious, when you're not present. If you're overthinking, then you're not going to precipitate that level of testosterone and that level of I'm the boss, I'm the guy. And that's the problem with the guys this generation is that because they do these bad habits, they give in to lust. Girls can see that because they visibly show that they're not comfortable in their own bodies. They're not able to relax. Like a few days ago, I was sitting with an attractive girl. We were talking, we were bantering, and I was comfortable. I was relaxed. I had my hands back, I had my head up, my chest out. I looked and felt present, and I looked approachable, and I was approachable, and I was more attractive. And then I went and sat with another bird who was attractive as well, and I did the same thing. And I changed the atmosphere with my presence. The two guys that were sitting near us, they were dragging the whole mood down. She was turning around and she was looking around, and then I sat down, and the whole atmosphere changed. That's what you can do with your presence. That's what happens when you stop giving in to lust, because girls are more attracted to you. They want to talk to you. Girls like to talk. Guys just need to listen. But when you do these bad habits, you think, oh, what do I say? Oh, you look nice. No. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe. It's quite short. My bad. And have a good day.